not sure if I'm feeling this look today. Oh well. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the best beauty products of 2017, in my opinion. 2017 has really been the time where I've stepped up my makeup game, like not even like getting better, but just practicing a lot more and really making it my hobby. And also the time where I've really gotten into skincare and like properly removing my makeup and looking after my skin. Like, I know there's still a long way to go. I have very textured and acne prone skin. I just want to say very quickly, this is all my own opinion. If you guys don't agree, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to be covering makeup and skincare products, but predominantly makeup, and let's just get into it. So I don't really have a particular order for these kind of things. I think I might cover makeup, brushes, then skincare. Now I was hesitant to put this in, but when I thought, you know, what have I really gone for the most this year? Used so much. Like, I have gone for this highlighter so much, and honestly I use it for eye looks as well, for the cheeks, everywhere. I love it, and it is in my Makeup Obsession palette. It is this shade right here. This is the shade Pearl. And if I just swatch it, it's this gorgeous gold, like really nice. Like if you do it this way, it's white, so it's a white gold, but it's just so pigmented. They're £3 for a pan, and honestly, I think they are so worth it. The eyeshadows included. I think the highlighters are amazing in this collection. Super affordable and so beautiful. Sticking with the theme of highlighters, I'm going to mention the one I'm wearing now. It's slightly more subtle compared to my usual Overglow. However, I have reached for this one so much as I think it just fits with my natural complexion very well, and that is the Jeffree Star X Mani MUA Skin Frost in Eclipse. Looks like this. I originally thought this was going to be too dark for me, but it's actually perfect. I think it's just a gorgeous kind of subtle highlight for the cheekbones. It is not as strong as Jeffree's other highlighters, but it's just beautiful and subtle, and when it hits the light it just really pops. So I know there's been some controversy about this because I own Ice Cold and that shit is like the next level kind of highlight, but this I just really enjoy wearing daily when I don't want a blinding highlight, and yeah, I love it. So next I have two concealers. I actually don't have any foundations to mention today because as much as I'm okay with my current foundation combo, I don't think they're like really great discoveries this year. But I have one which is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. I have mine in Fair, and I love this. I think it's great just for coverage, and it doesn't have the best colour range, so I think if you have darker skin it's not going to work for you, which sucks personally, but for paler people I think this is great. Like a great drugstore option. It's £4.19, and honestly it's got great coverage, great blendability, and it really does compare to some of the more high-end concealers. Next we have quite a recent one that I've only used over the past, like, I'd say 2 months or so. I don't even know, like, because I've repurchased it, but you know. And that is the Freedom Pro Artist Pro HD Longwear Concealer in white. I don't use this by itself, but what I do is I put my foundation on, then I put my concealer in the places where I want my regular concealer, and then I put this and mix it in with my other concealer over the top. It just blends beautifully over top to kind of go, I put a bit on my nose, a bit under my eyes, just to make it look more brightened and awake, and it doesn't look white. It doesn't look like straight up white on your face. It blends super well. I don't know how much this is. I got mine for like £2 in the sale though, and they do sales quite a lot on tanbeauty.com. Honestly, you can't fault this. I love it, and I might try other colours in the range. Then I have a setting spray. I honestly know this is a holy grail for me, and once I find a setting spray and like primer I like, I will stick to it. And that is the Makeup Revolution Pro Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. If you know me, I have oily skin, so honestly I need anything, whether it's primer, powder, setting spray, always to be oil control. It sets my makeup beautifully. It doesn't leave any kind of random spots or dry areas on my face. It really doesn't change like the makeup look at all, but it does like just make my makeup stay on throughout the day. I still get oily, but that's expected. It does help though with the oil, it really does. Next I'm going to move on to eyeshadow, and I have two palettes to show you, and the first one will be no surprise, but neither will the second one either. The first one is the Soph X Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow Palette. This looks super dirty because I can't keep my makeup clean. I've used this so much. I've reached for it so much for everyday looks. As you can see, my most favourite colours and everything like that. I just think this is such a versatile palette. I've talked about it far too much in recent videos, so honestly, if you can get this, it's £10 for 24 eyeshadows, which is insane. I love this. I use it every day for college, and I constantly need it. The next is something I also mentioned in my Holy Grails video, and that is the Jeffree Star Androgyny palette. Now, this is more pricey. It goes up to £40 on Beauty Bay unless they have a sale on. Sometimes I've seen it down to £28. However, I think this is so worth it. The only colour I don't get along with is Swallow. I find it chalky and not very pigmented, so that is one I would avoid. However, if you know how to work with those shades, go for it. I don't particularly use Military or Poison just because they're not my regular everyday colours, but I plan to experiment with them. However, the other 7 colours I use constantly. Frosting is the perfect like shimmer shade, like highlight. Safe Word, which I'm wearing literally just Safe Word, nothing else today, is the perfect transition shade, or just when you want something nude and quick on the lid that's still gonna look beautiful. Charm is just a great mustardy colour. Deja Vu is literally just a gorgeous bronzy coppery shimmer shade. Then we have Dominatrix, which is just gorgeous chocolatey brown, great for the crease. Androgyny is such a staple purple, and then Fetish is a gorgeous shiny red. I honestly use these colours every day. I might actually swatch a couple actually, because you know I'm going to swatch Deja Vu, Fetish and Charm just to show you the sheer pigmentation is insane. There is some kickback, but that never really bothers me. The pigment is everything. I use this every day just to kind of create like some kind of depth to my look, and I can't get over this. I will use this till the end of flipping time. Now, we only have 2 makeup products left. I don't really have many amazing makeup products I discovered this year. However, I think these 2 are worth a mention. If you've seen any of my previous videos, this will come as no shock at all. The Soap & Glory Thick and Fast Collagen Mascara. This is my go-to. I've had about 5 of these. I don't even know how many of these I've had. I'll probably say a completely different number every time, but I just know that I love it. It just creates such drama with my lashes. It lengthens them. I don't particularly look for volume, but if that's your thing, then maybe this isn't for you. It is quite expensive, but you can find it other places for cheaper. I know I found mine discounted down to like £3.50 before. Comes in sets as well, like Christmas gift sets you can often get cheap on like Boxing Day, and honestly I love this. It's a staple. I probably won't ever stray from it, and it's cruelty free, which is so hard to find because every time I watch YouTubers they're like, get this Maybelline mascara, get this L'Oreal mascara, get this Rimmel mascara, and I'm like, bitch, if they were cruelty free I would, but I fucking can't. So final makeup product of the video, then we're moving on to brushes and skincare, and this will come as no shock either. I do love this. It is my most staple lip product, and that is the Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick in Androgyny. I love the shade. If I'm going to wear any lip colour outside of the house, which is basically never, it would be this one. This is such a good shade. It's like a nude without being a nude. It's just such a staple colour. These again, so pigmented. I don't find them drying. They look matte on my lips, but I don't find it drying. I just think it's a beautiful purpley deep shade, and honestly I love it. It's so wearable. Honestly, can't fault it. Moving on to brushes, I have 2 brands to show you, and then I'll point out my favourite brushes from those. And the first one is Spectrum. I've really fallen in love with Spectrum this year. They again are cruelty free, which is just amazing. They are quite high-end prices, but really worth it, and you can get them on deals, and they sell them in like Boots, and Boots often have deals on. They're not mega expensive, they're just a bit more pricey for the drugstore. And my personal favourites are the Spectrum C03. I use this to powder, just like blot over my chin, face, everywhere, nose. Honestly, this is just a great powder brush. It's not too massive, but it's like big enough to really concentrate where you want the powder to go. And honestly, this is so good. I've dropped my glasses on the floor. The other Spectrum brush I have been loving is the C04. This is the perfect bronzer brush. Now, honestly, I am a pale ass bitch, and if I put a tad too much bronzer on or contour a tad too much, I will look like a glowing orange tan. No, so I need something that's going to pick up product but also dispense it really nicely on the face so that I don't over bronze. I'm really not a major contouring fan, but I do like to lightly bronze so I don't look like The Walking Dead. So yeah, I just take this, I dip it in my bronzer, I tap it off, and I can just blend this up. It's so big and fluffy, but also fits the contours of your face because it's slanted, and that is what I'm exactly after. I want something big, fluffy, that's just gonna kind of lightly dispense it over my face instead of really concentrate the pigment. And I love this, I can't fault it, I use it every single day, and yeah. Yes. Next, we have something which I use every day. Literally, I'm going to be saying this so much, but I do use these products every day, and those are Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes. Now, I first thought, bitch, no way am I paying like 20 quid for a set of Real Techniques eyeshadow brushes. But then I got they were on like sale for like £15, and then I got a further like 20% off or something like that from a voucher. So I was like, you know what, for that price I'll try them out. I had a bit of like birthday money. Honestly, I have fallen in love with these. I don't barely ever use any other eyeshadow brushes at all. You have just amazing ones. So the deluxe crease brush, I use this for safe word today. This is amazing for transition shades or when you want to apply colour all over your lid. It blends really nicely, but it also packs the pigment on. It is just amazing. Next, we have my personal favourite out of the entire range that I own, and that is the Essential Crease Brush. This picks up pigment like no other bitch, but also blends amazingly into the crease. Like, you can just get the softest, most seamless blend ever. Like, for the drugstore, these brushes are amazing. Then I have this brush, which I introduced to my collection quite recently, but have been loving, and it's rubbed off. The name's Rubbed Off. It looks like this. Is kind of like a tapered blending brush, and I think this is really nice for when I want to kind of put pigment a bit more on the outer corner but still have it quite like light and subtle rather than packed on, because I like to have blendability and buildability. And then we have this bitch, which is not messing around when it comes to applying pigment. If you want to put like a shimmer shade on the middle of your lid or inner corner and make it pop, this is the brush to go for. It is the shading brush. Honestly, this just packs the pigment on. It does the damn job. So that's everything kind of under makeup. Now I'm going to move to skincare. I don't really have many skincare products, but the ones that I do mention are literally my staple products. I'm not going to mention my micellar water. I do love it, but it's not cruelty free, and I am transitioning, and I don't want to mention anything on this channel that might influence people to buy non-cruelty free, because personally that's just not my deal. But a cruelty-free skincare product I have been loving, and I've now moved on to my second bottle because this bitch lasts a long time, is the Body Shop Seaweed Oil Balancing Toner. I believe this is £7.50, which may be seen as more pricey, but the Body Shop constantly have sales on, whether it's 35% off, free delivery, 40% off, £5 off. Literally subscribe to their mailing list and you will never have to pay full price for the Body Shop again. I love this. I love that it's oil balancing because I really do struggle with oily skin. I used to not use toner because it would just strip my skin, but this doesn't strip it, it just takes away the excess oils I don't need. I use this after taking off my makeup and I really have seen a difference in just the clarity of my skin. I love this and I honestly would not give it up for the world. So the final product I'm going to talk about is something that I took a very long time to get my hands on, but I'm glad I did, and it really is kind of like a build-up effect. You don't see things immediately, but that is the Ordinary Salicylic Acid 2% one. I know they have a weaker one, but I wanted the strongest one you could get. This is for acne and spot targeting, and obviously my skin has not fully cleared up. That is down to hormones, that is down to lifestyle, that is down to a mixture of factors that a lot of them I can't control or I'm struggling to control. But honestly, this has just helped kind of keep my skin at bay. So that doesn't mean it's like cleared up everything, but it stopped it from getting a whole lot worse. And honestly, I use this so often. If you can get your hands on it, it's really affordable. It's around the £4 mark, and yeah, it's a little dropper bottle. It's really cute and I love it. So that's everything for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I have filmed before this, kind of like a chatty video where I didn't have much makeup on. I was just sat with a messy bun, chatting about me, my life, who I am, what I like, kind of like questions and like answering those about me. So if you'd like to see that, I'm kind of debating whether to upload it or not. But if you'd like to see that, definitely comment below and I will get that done for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing 2017 and let's all look forward to a great 2018. Hopefully. Bye.